This is a Jacob Lipke Studios production.
Okay, so I actually busted the body to my Stampede here. So this pin keeps coming out even with a clip. And I did want to replace the body with a cooler one. And so here is a vintage Ford F-250 body. So I'll kind of show you guys how you replace that. First step is you take your X-Acto knife and you find the line on this body where it's supposed to begin. And as you can see, I already kind of started scouring it. But you just do a light scouring. So here's the area right here. We're just going to lightly, and we'll try to cut it as exact as possible. It is kind of tough to cut very exact on this plastic, but we'll do time lapse now. Okay, so now we're going to trim up to our scoured line and then twist and pull what's below the scoured line off. And then we're going to pull what's under the scouring line off. So now we've cut off all of the edges of the body of the truck. So now we'll just clean up the edges. So I looked up on YouTube what are some good ways to put the mounting post holes in the body, and they explained how to do it with a certain tool that I don't have, but this chisel will actually work out the same exact way. You start it off the same way. You put the sharper object in the dimple there. I believe that pierced it there. There we go. So this chisel tool is actually not quite small enough, but I have another one. Finally, we get the chisel in, and that pushes the post hole open even more. In fact, this chisel might be big enough to where we can just use it for the post holes. So we're going to grab our posts, and as we continue to size up our post hole, we test it on the post. And that's going to be still too small. And it looks like that's perfect. Good. So, now we know that we push it all the way through, and that'll make a big enough post hole. as you can see here, I touched up the paint job with a hand paint, and as you can see, there's still some spots that haven't been painted all the way. It looks a little bit lighter in some spots just because the paint is fresh, but it'll even out. But those darker spots there are for where the windshield and stuff goes, so I didn't waste a bunch of paint on that. It was just mostly spray paint, actually. Yeah, it's pretty much all spray paint. Touched it up, and pretty soon I'll be able to apply the decals. I think it's a sweet body, that's why I got this one. So as you can see here, I already put the first decal on just to see how it worked. But now, we'll put the rest of them on. These decals are great because you just cut them out, and then they work like stickers. You just cut around them, and you peel them off like stickers. So those are all the decals that I actually want to put on. I don't want to put all of these other ones on, these newer looking decals, because this is supposed to be a vintage pickup. And, you know, they had racing stickers back then and stuff, but they look new, so I don't want to put it on there. I want it to be like a regular looking truck too, you know, I don't want it to be like a racing truck. There is one sticker that is the Ford sticker there, but I'm not gonna put that one on either, because it says that on the back anyways, like the real trucks do, and it's white, so you wouldn't be able to tell a difference anyways. But I'm gonna put it on the chassis and we'll take her for a spin. One-handed driving is sort of hard. So I'm actually going to do a couple jumps here, but I don't have the battery bar in it. First of all, because I couldn't find it on hand, but mainly because I don't want to jump the truck and flip it, because I don't want the body to get damaged, because it's actually pretty expensive. So I'm just going to jump it off this direction, because that's the way that I know I'm not going to flip it, and I'm only going to do it a couple times. That was close to tipping. That's why I don't want to do this very many times. And we'll do this one.